Someone insults you. Someone judges you. Someone speaks harshly behind your back. Someone treats you with disrespect. In that moment, it is easy to believe they have taken something from you. Your peace, your happiness, your sense of self. But according to the Buddha, no person has the power to disturb your mind unless you first hand them the key. The greatest freedom is not found in changing other people. It is found in becoming so deeply rooted in wisdom that the words, actions, and opinions of others no longer control the state of your heart. Today, we will explore how Buddhist wisdom teaches us to remain calm in the face of anger, criticism, and disrespect, and how true inner peace begins the moment we stop reacting to everything that happens around us. Life, in its beautiful complexity, constantly presents us with situations and people that test our patience, our understanding, and our inner equilibrium. Perhaps a friend says something thoughtless. A family member makes a decision that impacts you negatively, or a loved one's actions leave you feeling hurt and betrayed. These moments are universal, and our natural inclination is often to react with anger, resentment, or a pervasive sense of being bothered. But what if there was another way? A way to observe these experiences, to feel their initial sting, yet prevent them from taking root and consuming your peace. Buddhist teachings, rich with insights into the human mind, offer us not a suppression of emotion, but a profound understanding of its origins and a practical path to liberation from its grip. It's not about becoming emotionless robots. It's about becoming masters of our inner landscape, choosing our responses rather than being dictated by knee-jerk reactions. At the heart of this wisdom lies a fundamental truth. Much of our suffering, including anger and feeling bothered, stems from our attachments and our expectations. We become attached to outcomes, to how people should behave, to how life should unfold. When reality inevitably deviates from these expectations, we experience a clash, and that clash often manifests as anger or frustration. Consider a friendship. You might have a deep bond with someone, sharing secrets and supporting each other through thick and thin. Then, one day, they do something that feels like a betrayal. Perhaps they gossip about you, or they don't show up when you truly needed them. The immediate reaction is often a surge of anger, a feeling of being deeply bothered and let down. This anger arises because your expectation of their loyalty, their understanding, or their presence was unmet. You were attached to an ideal version of that friendship, and when reality diverged, suffering emerged. Buddhist wisdom invites us to pause here. Instead of immediately labeling the friend as bad or the situation as unacceptable, we can observe our own reaction. Where does this anger come from? It comes from our mind's interpretation, our attachment to a certain narrative. The teaching of impermanence, or anicca, reminds us that everything is constantly changing. People change, relationships evolve, and even our own feelings are fleeting. Holding on to a fixed idea of how things should be sets us up for disappointment. What if, instead of clinging to that expectation, we could cultivate a deeper understanding? What if we could recognize that our friend, like all beings, is navigating their own complexities, their own struggles, their own imperfections? This doesn't excuse their actions, but it shifts our perspective from personal offense to a broader understanding of shared humanity. It allows for compassion, or karuna, to enter. When we see that others' actions often stem from their own suffering, their own ignorance, or their own unskillful habits, it becomes harder to sustain intense anger. We might still feel hurt, but the consuming fire of anger begins to diminish. Let's extend this to family dynamics, a common source of irritation and anger. Perhaps a parent constantly criticizes your life's choices, or a sibling always seems to push your buttons with their particular habits. It's easy to feel perpetually bothered, to dread family gatherings, or to erupt in frustration. Here, our expectations of unconditional acceptance, mutual respect, or even just quiet harmony often go unmet. We are attached to the idea of a perfect family unit, or at least one that conforms to our desires. The wisdom of non-self, or anatta, can be incredibly liberating here. It teaches us that our sense of a fixed, independent self that can be offended or bothered is largely an illusion. When a family member criticizes you, it's not an attack on your immutable essence. It's often a projection of their own fears, their own anxieties, or their own limited understanding. They are speaking from their conditioning, their own suffering. When we realize that we are not a fixed target for their words, but rather an observer of their expressions, the sting lessens. We can create a mental space between their words and our reaction. Instead of internalizing their criticism as a personal failing, we can see it as their perspective, born of their own experiences. This doesn't mean we passively accept abuse, but it means we don't allow their words to define our worth or steal our inner peace. We can set boundaries with compassion, understanding that their behavior is a reflection of them, not necessarily a definitive statement about us. Consider the profound pain of love and loss. A romantic relationship ends, leaving you heartbroken and perhaps angry at your former partner, at yourself, or at the unfairness of it all. The anger here is often intertwined with grief, fueled by the loss of a future you envisioned, the shattering of expectations, and the deep attachment to that person and the shared life. Buddhist teachings don't deny the pain of loss. They acknowledge dukkha, the inherent suffering and dissatisfaction in life, but they offer a path through it. The anger that arises from loss is often a resistance to impermanence. We want things to stay the same, to hold on to what was. When we lose someone, whether through a breakup or death, we are confronted with the stark reality of change. Our anger can be a desperate attempt to control what cannot be controlled. By embracing impermanence, we can begin to soften our resistance. We can acknowledge the pain, allow ourselves to grieve, but also recognize that holding on to anger only prolongs our suffering. Cultivating metta, or loving kindness, towards ourselves during this time is crucial. We can offer ourselves the same compassion we would offer a dear friend experiencing similar pain. And eventually, we can extend that compassion to the person who is no longer in our lives, understanding that they too are subject to the same impermanence and suffering. This doesn't mean forgetting or condoning hurtful actions, but it means releasing the grip of anger that binds us to the past. So, how do we practically apply this wisdom in our daily lives to truly lessen anger and the feeling of being bothered? It begins with mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you feel that familiar surge of irritation or anger, pause. Don't immediately react. Instead, notice the physical sensations in your body, the tightening in your chest, the heat in your face, the clenching of your jaw. Notice the thoughts that accompany these sensations. They shouldn't have done that. This is so unfair. I can't believe this is happening. By simply observing these feelings and thoughts without judgment, you create a space. In that space, you gain a choice. You can choose to feed the anger, to let it consume you, or you can choose to let it pass, like a cloud in the sky. This doesn't mean you ignore the situation or become a doormat. It means you respond skillfully rather than react impulsively. Another powerful practice is cultivating equanimity, or upekkha. Equanimity is the ability to remain balanced and peaceful amidst life's ups and downs, without being swayed by attachment or aversion. It's understanding that joy and sorrow, praise and blame, gain and loss are all part of the human experience. When someone criticizes you, equanimity allows you to hear it without your inner peace being shattered. When someone praises you, it allows you to appreciate it without becoming overly attached to that external validation. This doesn't mean you become indifferent. It means you develop a stable inner core that isn't constantly tossed about by external circumstances or the actions of others. You recognize that your happiness and peace are not dependent on others behaving exactly as you wish or on life unfolding precisely according to your plans. Practicing loving kindness, or metta, is also transformative. This involves intentionally cultivating feelings of goodwill, kindness, and warmth towards yourself and others. Start with yourself. May I be free from suffering. May I be peaceful and happy. Then extend it to loved ones, then to neutral people, and eventually, even to those who challenge you or cause you difficulty. May they be free from suffering. May they be peaceful and happy. This practice gradually softens the heart, making it harder for anger and resentment to take hold. When you genuinely wish for others' well-being, even those who bother you, your own inner state shifts. Remember, this journey is not about achieving a state where anger never arises. That would be unrealistic for most of us. It's about changing your relationship with anger. It's about recognizing it when it appears, understanding its roots in attachment and expectation, and choosing not to be consumed by it. It's about cultivating an inner resilience that allows you to navigate the complexities of human interaction and the unpredictability of life with greater peace and compassion. By embracing impermanence, understanding non-self, practicing mindfulness, cultivating compassion, and developing equanimity, you begin to dismantle the very foundations upon which anger and the feeling of being bothered are built. You reclaim your inner peace, not by controlling the external world, but by transforming your internal response to it. This is a lifelong practice, a continuous unfolding, but each step on this path brings profound liberation. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of ancient wisdom for modern challenges. If this topic resonated with you and offered a new perspective, please consider subscribing to the channel for more insights. And if you know someone who might benefit from these teachings, please share this video with them.